Hello, welcome to Puzzle Master. Today I'm going to be showing you the solution for the Hanayama Enigma puzzle, which means we're going to be showing you how you can disassemble all three pieces and then reassemble it into its original form. The Enigma puzzle is a level 6 out of a possible 6 on Hanayama's own difficulty scale, and it is a level 10 out of 10 on Puzzle Master's difficulty scale, which essentially means that this is a very tough puzzle to do. Now, if you haven't got the puzzle already for yourself, then you can get it from our website puzzlemaster.ca. And without further ado, let's get into the solution. Okay, so here is a fully assembled Enigma puzzle. So first of all, I'll describe how I'm gonna label each piece. So it's made up of 3 pieces. This piece I'm gonna simply call the circle piece. It's not exactly a circle, but it will make sense as we're going along. And then these other 2 pieces I'm going to call the long tail piece and the short tail piece. And for orientation, to make it as simple and easy to follow along to as possible, I'm going to hold the short tail piece in this position and try and keep it in this position as much as I possibly can. I'll tilt it at times just so you can see a better angle of certain moves, but generally speaking, we're going to hold the short tail in this position here. Okay, so the first move we're going to do, we're going to take the circle piece here and we're going to slide it around the short tail piece and into this loop just in there. Then we're going to grab the long tail and we're going to pull it all the way through into this position. Now what that allows us to do is then take the circle piece and put the tail of the short tail piece and the small little circle of the long tail piece and go through the circle there with it, and then we just bring the long tail over the top of the circle piece. Then what we're going to do is we're going to slide the circle piece around again and into that gap, and we're going to follow it around with the long tail piece here, just like that. Once these are in this position, we're going to bring the long tail piece all the way over to here, and what that allows us to do is get the circle piece over the top of the little circle on the long tail piece, just like that. And then we're going to do the opposite of what we just did before, which is when this circle piece is in the right position there, we're going to unscrew the long tail piece around to here, and then we're going to take the circle piece and we're going to line it up. So we're going to rotate it around to this position here, line that gap up, and we're going to slide it back off the short tail piece. And while it's sliding off that short tail piece, the long tail is going to go back through the circle piece. So as it slides off, that long tail goes through to that side, and we keep going around with the circle piece. We don't stop there with the circle piece. We keep going around till we go over the short tail piece, and then to separate the circle piece, we slide off again off the short tail piece, and there is the first piece separated. Then it's not as easy as you think it should be with the short tail and the long tail. First of all, we're going to take the long tail and we're going to lift it up into this position here, and the short tail should get caught on the long tail here. This is the only move that requires a little bit of force. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass the short tail underneath the long tail piece there, and then we're going to rotate around the long tail piece and slide it back in to the short tail piece, and then from there we can just lift and separate those 2 pieces like that. And to put it back together, we're going to do exactly the same thing but in the reverse order. So I'm going to do exactly the same process in terms of I'm going to hold the short tail piece in this orientation as much as I can, and we're going to move the other 2 pieces around it. So this first move is very important. We need to get the long tail piece is going to go into the top of the short tail piece like this. We do not want to be coming in underneath here, because then it will actually still solve. You can put the Enigma puzzle back together when you orientate it like this. However, you have a backwards Enigma puzzle at the end of it, and it will not match the image on the front of your box. But it will still work, so it's important that you get this bit right. So that bit is going in the top when the short tail piece is in this orientation. From there, we're going to go around the short tail piece with the long tail piece, and don't do this. Don't get halfway around and get the tails caught. We want the tail to be on this side of the puzzle before we go around and into this position. Then we're going to lift the long tail piece up over here, and we have to do that move again that requires a little bit of force, getting this short tail piece underneath that long tail piece. Then we're going to put the long tail here, and we're going to leave it there for now. Then we're going to take the circle piece, and we're going to slide on in this position over that short tail. We're going to carry on a couple of moves with this circle piece. We're going to go the short tail through, and then we're going to go around this bit again with the second gap just in here on the circle piece. But while it is going around this, we need to get the long tail through that circle piece. So as this spins around, that long tail is going through there before it spins around to here. Okay, once we're in this position, we're going to pull the long tail through the circle piece, and then we can get the circle piece over the top and into this position here. Okay, then what we are going to do is slide the long tail piece off. Now here, what you'll find with these two moves is that these two pieces can get in each other's way. So what we want to do right now is slide the long tail off here, but we can't have the circle piece here. So we need to get it to that side of the puzzle of the short tail piece before it slides off. And then the same applies here. We're going to now slide this piece off here, but we need the long tail at this side of that circle piece. Otherwise we can't do this move. And all we do there is spin around into that position, and then when we're in this position, we're going to go underneath the actual tail of the long tail and then through that short tail piece here. So the short tail is going through that circle into here. Then we've just got two moves to do. We turn the long tail around into this position. Then all we have to do is take that short tail, the circle piece, and go over that short tail, and we are back with a fully formed Enigma puzzle. So there it is. Now, even when you know the solution for the Enigma puzzle, it is still super tough to do. It is a very, very hard puzzle with lots of variations. Lots of things can fit through each other, but actually don't lead anywhere, and then you have to come back. So if you are struggling with the solution, do not despair. This is one of the toughest ones that you can get from Hanayama. But hopefully this video has helped you solve the Enigma for yourself, either for the first time or coming back to it and wanting to know the easiest solution for it. And if you want to check out more puzzles just like the Enigma, then check out our website puzzlemaster.ca, where we have the largest variety of puzzles on the internet in the world. So until next time, I will see you later.